Hello there everybody, thanks for watching Draft Sports. My name is Cole Martins and today we're going to be talking about the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And this week in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, they were racing at Watkins Glen International for the Cheez-Its 355 at the Glen. This is one of two road courses on the Sprint Cup schedule, and they only race at this track once a year. And starting on the pole for today's race was a four-time winner at Watkins Glen, Jeff Gordon. And starting on that inside row of him was two-time winner Marcus Ambrose, getting his only two wins of the track. The road course specialist will be lining up right beside Jeff Gordon at the start. But before we get to the race, we had some news that was coming into the race, as Regan Smith had to replace Tony Stewart. As if you did not hear about what happened on Saturday night, Tony Stewart was racing in a Sprint Cup race in New York. He had contact with another driver and caused him to crash. And the driver, not happy with Tony Stewart at all, came onto the track to confront Stewart and tell how mad he was. Stewart, I believe it was accidental. I'm not 100% sure. From the video I watched, it does look like it. Hit him with his rear tire, and if you know a sprint car tire, those things are very, very big, and launched him 20 feet, I believe, across the track, leaving him on the ground, motionless. Ambulance and safety crew were on him instantly, and they went to go take him to the hospital, and sadly, the poor young man at the age of 20 died on his way to the hospital. So Stewart was not able to make the race today, which was probably a good thing for him. You gotta feel bad for him right now, Tony Stewart. Again, like I said, I don't believe he meant to do it, but our thoughts and prayers go out to that driver and his family and friends, and I hope the best to every one of them. But now let's get on to the race here, as we head to the green flag. Jeff Gordon leads the field to the green, and we don't get any big action until we hit to lap number 10, as Cole Witt is not able to stop coming into turn 1, that very sharp turn 1, and goes straight and hits the tire barrier, and pretty much the entire front of this car is covered in these tires, bringing out the first caution of the day, ending Cole's Witt day early. And now we'll head to lap 22, where some more crashes happened, as Alex Bowman spins out in the middle of the track, luckily not collecting any cars and not getting in the way of that many cars at all, which did not bring out a caution. So then we head to lap 24, where Kyle Busch he's trying to come out of pits, actually takes the gas tank with him, and it falls off as soon as he exits the pit lane, which means he has to come back in for a penalty. And then 5 laps later, we found out Kyle Busch, after coming in for his penalty, is sent to the garage as he has a broken frame, possibly from contact earlier in the race. Then we head to lap 33, where after pit stops, Marcus Ambrose, a two-time winner of this race, takes the lead from Jeff Gordon, who came out after pit rotation in 3rd place. Then the next action happens at lap 50, where another caution comes out as Jeff Gordon loses power in the middle of the track, and that brings out the caution and ruining a great day that looked like it was going to be from Jeff Gordon, as he had a very strong car. As we'll get to where he finished later on in the show, but he did get back in the race later on, I believe around 13 laps down. Then also going on, while the leaders took a pit stop, Jimmy Johnson and a few other cars decided to stay out, and Johnson takes the lead while they all pit. And also during that caution, Kozlowski headed to the garage with brake problems for the 5 laps before that caution. Kozlowski said his brakes were getting worse and worse. It was getting harder for him to stop. He finally had to take it to the garage. They get the car fixed and got him back out there later on in the race. Then we have our next action at lap 56, as Ryan Newman gets wiped out coming out of the turn 5 and smashes the inside wall, sending his car flying into the middle of the track. A lot of cars dodged him, but one car did get into him, and it was McDowell, who was sent flying as well as soon as he hit him, and went flying into the fence and making some huge damage to his car, pretty much ripping off the entire back of his car. Danica also got involved in the crash, ripping off a part of the front of her car, as the caution came out for that one, and also the red flag came out as when McDowell hit the fence, he broke both the fence and the wall there, so they took him I believe it was an hour and 15 minutes to get that fixed, the wall and everything, and they were able to head back to green. During that red flag, though, after the red flag and they went back to the yellow flag, the 5 guys who decided to stay out, like Johnson, had to come into pits and get 4 tires and fuel. Carl Edwards, though, decided he was going to stay out and try to take the lead and take the risk and see if he can get the win. Edwards already to win 2 wins this season, and a win at our other road course earlier this season at Sonoma, trying to get his 3rd win of the year and get some more points going into the chase. Then we had the lap 61 where Allmendinger takes the lead from Carl Edwards, and Allmendinger as well looking for his first win of the year and also his first career win. And then we had to lap 73 where Casey Mears gets turned around in the inner loop, luckily going up high in the inner loop, so no, it was not interfering anybody on the track, so there was no caution for that one. Then we had the lap 78 where Wise stops at the end of the inner loop and stays motionless there, so that brings out another caution. And then we head back into the green flag on lap 82, and coming into the oval, Jimmy Johnson gets spun out by Matt Kenseth, and Johnson staying in the middle of the track. Luckily, quite a few cars dodged him, but when it came all through, there was a 3 wide trying to get below him, and not Kyle Larson, but Regan Smith, who was filling in for Tony Stewart today, hits him and gets bad damage for both the cars, ending both their days early. Then we had to lap 85 where we had the green flag, and Allmendinger and Ambrose were battling for the lead. Those 2 battled all the way to the inner loop where Ambrose finally got past him. And then as soon as they head down the straightaway, Allmendinger got past Ambrose. As soon as he got behind Ambrose, Denny Hamlin loses it, coming out of the corner and hits the sand burrows at the beginning of pit road, destroying those, bringing out the caution. But that wasn't the only crash that happened, as coming into turn 1 when the caution was out, Reed Sorensen and Alex Kennedy get turned around in turn 1, causing damage to their cars as well. After that caution led to a green-white checkered, which was going to be, we knew was going to be a great finish after seeing these 2 battling, making contact with each other. As Allmendinger and Ambrose hit the green flag with 2 to go, those 2 battled it out all the way around the track until they hit turn number 6, and Allmendinger took advantage of him on the inside lane and finally pushed him up and got past him. And after that, it was smooth sailing from there as Allmendinger took the white flag, and most importantly, Allmendinger took the checkered flag, as AJ Allmendinger gets the win at Watkins Glen and gets his first win of the season, and more importantly to him, his first career NASCAR Sprint Cup victory, as he is the 3rd driver to get their first win at Watkins Glen, joining Steve Parks in 2000 and the guy who finished second to him, Marcus Ambrose, in 2011. As now we head to the results for today's race. In first place was AJ Allmendinger, second place Marcus Ambrose, third place Kurt Busch, fourth place Kyle Larson, fifth place Carl Edwards, as now I do our honorable mentions. In sixth place Joey Logano, seventh place Kevin Harvick, ninth place Matt Kenseth, 11th place Dale Earnhardt Jr., 12th place Casey Kane, 18th place Eric Almirola, 21st place Danica Patrick, 24th place Denny Hamlin, 28th place Jimmy Johnson, 34th place Jeff Gordon, 35th place Brad Keselowski, and in 40th place Kyle Busch. Now for our point standings exiting the race with 4 races left until the chase begins. In first place in points right now is Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has 3 wins and 773 points. In second place is Brad Keselowski with 3 wins and 696 points. In third place, Jimmy Johnson with 650 points. In fourth place, Jeff Gordon with 2 wins and 768 points. In fifth place, Joey Logano with 2 wins and 671 points. In sixth place, Carl Edwards with 2 wins and 658 points. In seventh place, Kevin Harvick with 2 wins and 645 points. In 8th place, Kyle Busch with 1 win and 615 points. In 9th place, Denny Hamlin with 1 win and 552 points. In 10th place, Eric Almirola with 1 win and 532 points. In 11th place, Kurt Busch with 1 win and 529 points. And in 12th place, AJ Allmendinger with 529 points and a win. And now in 13th place, Matt Kenseth with 703 points. In 14th place, Ryan Newman with 645 points. In 15th place, Kyle Larson with 635 points. And in 16th place, the final spot in the chase as of right now is Clint Bowyer with 634 points. Now, the 3 drivers that are close to chasing him right now are Greg Biffle in 17th place, 626 points, 8 points behind Clint Bowyer. In 18th place, Casey Kane with 622 points, 12 points behind Bowyer. And 19th place, Austin Dillon with 616 points, 20 points behind Clint Bowyer. Next week, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series will be heading to Michigan International Speedway for the high speeds there. As the spring winner was Jimmy Johnson, trying to get his possibly 4th win of the season after having a dominating race there in the spring. That race will be this coming Sunday on ESPN at 1 o'clock. And that will be it for this show. I'd like to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Tony Stewart incident? I'd like to hear what you guys think about that. What do you guys think about AJ Allmendinger getting his 1st win, his excitement at the race? What do you guys think about the Watkins Glen race? I'd like to hear what you guys think. If you guys could please subscribe to my channel and like this video, that'd be awesome. If you also want to get more information on sports like NFL, NASCAR, NBA, NHL, you name it, you can follow my Twitter page at NewsGiraffe, and I'll get you the latest information and all that stuff. And that is it for this video. My name is Cole Martins. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.